Kai,
Well, if they're bad. No, don't tell him.
What?
just real quick.
No, tell me.
Nothing. Go away.
What's the squatter's right thing here in Redwall?
Oh, that's fine.
What's the what?
The squatters' rights rules here in Redwall.
Were they squatting in that house?
Yes. Just real quick, there's a emergency situation,
there is
but
trespassing if the house is owned.
she
Frantically points to the word paying.
Okay, I will talk to you about this later, but she did not rent that from the Archmage, and the Archmage owns that place.
Okay, what dealing? What dealing? Okay, what dealing with something? What dealing with something? What dealing with something?
We're dealing
Carly.
with literally killer
Pay more
smoke.
And
Possibly
I am
yes.
dealing
Keep
with
it on
something
note.
as well.
I'm gonna go check the ridge.
I will lay.
Yes, I know. Keep it on note.
Golly.
There's a whole situation. They'll look into it later.
Fine. Wants to obliterate all the creatures in the swamp, but can't pass a fucking goose.
This is Triss. Also to let you know, we're going to the swamp, so if you need me, I'm there.
Let's do it. It's really nice. Very polite, very regal.
Yes.
I'm trying to help Triss. What's up?
I respect you. Goodbye.
I can't tell you too much more information, but everything, we should be able to handle it.
Anyways.
Where did Grammy go?
It's up to the Archmage.
Oh, Grammy is super far. Gone. Grammy gone. Oh. Grammy, wait.
Grimmy.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's
she
right.
pulls out a bouquet of the flowers you like to eat.
Thank you. She shoves them between her tits. Her bosom.
You like those.
Are you expecting trouble?
Well, I'm running very quickly through the swamp right now, so.
Well, you
I'm
took
not
out
gonna
your
see
wrench,
us coming
so-
up on something. I know. Just in case. I'm not expecting anything.
Fair enough.
Half of these trees are knocked over. Go, Gully. Burned village.
Alright.
Tree.
I think this tree right here is hers. That was the tree with the darkness symbol on it.
The order one is over there. I know that. Ah!
You're, oh my god.
Just whacked me with your wrench.
Wait, there she is.
Where?
She was here, and then she just kind of turned invisible. She had kind of her skin,
Alright.
the same skin that she kind of turned into to kind of have us go through the. That was kind of. She had that on.
Yeah, that. Triss. When she shows up, don't mention anything other than Kira.
Okay.
Just in case, okay?
Yeah.
No. Oh well, never mind. Hey, Eodar, is that you? Hi. Hello, Charmed, I'm sure.
Hello.
Kira or Eodar?
You know my name. Alright.
There's power in a name.
Yes.
So,
there is.
what's the gig? What's the deal?
Nothing. You just can't stop talking.
I mean, you've known me as long as Kira has.
Yeah. Sadly.
I don't lie, I just tell people the way it is.
You are a golem,
So,
correct?
Yes.
Hmm. That's unfortunate. Alright, what do you want to know? And please stop talking to Kira about some strange ideas about memories.
how can I? So,
Do you want to know what exactly?
are you protecting her, or are you just keeping secrets from her?
Both. After all, that was what I was designed for.
What you're designed for.
She thinks I'm not conscious, you know? Funny.
How
Right.
long have you been
From the beginning.
Okay, then I'm starting to think that your purpose is not to tell the future. What's your
No.
purpose?
To ensure survival of this unit.
And there's memories that she has that puts this in danger.
Yes.
Assuming you're not gonna tell
Memories
us,
of-
are you? Hmm. Go on.
Well. Her creation. Our creation. For example.
Alright. What is Kira's purpose?
To create, progress, find ways to overcome obstacles in civilization. That's what architects do.
Sorry, run that last one by me again.
Okay, I was just making sure I would.
Architects.
Yeah. No, what about civilizations?
Yes.
Progress.
Okay, progressive, like not destroy civilization.
Okay.
I was worried that we had a murderous. Yeah, anyways.
No.
So basically what you're saying is that you two are at conflict.
No, I'm not at conflict with Kira.
So Kira's job is to discover and find out things, and you're keeping the things from her.
I'm keeping the things that will permanently damage ethereal concepts, if you know what it is.
You're a failsafe.
included.
Do you have anything else? Because anything else I am
Sorry
gonna say is
if
gonna
I-
make it angry.
Sorry if I
I have nothing.
don't want to destroy something.
I don't. I'm not sure. I mean,
So,
if she's working in her best interests, I mean, she's part of her. She's part of her living body. I would think that it's thinking in its best interest as well.
it seems you don't have access to all of her memories. Is that right?
Not all. So some of them contained in her core.
That makes sense. How much do you know about me?
A lot. I know who you are, what you're made of, what your weaknesses, what your strengths, who you care about, who you don't. But I don't know the feelings. That's her part.
You know the direction that I'm going in. Is that right?
You mean the talk?
Yes, the talk.
Yes, that I know.
In this case, then, why are you tolerating it when it can lead to her total destruction?
Because it will not. In the end,
Interesting.
of course. And also, if I would restrict a lot of things, it would not go well. I have some control, but it's better not be overly used.
I would
Wow.
assume that's
There's a very intricate
because
system.
she has to progress, right? And there's sometimes risk in progressing.
No risk, no reward.
Smart one too. You like smart ones. That I know.
I
So-
defy that statement.
Well, an exception to the rule only proves that rule.
She's got a point there. At least we get to be the exception. So, how's this going to work? Because clearly, I'm saying things that are triggering you. And in addition to
Well-
that,
Yes.
and the other problem
You're
is
saying
that,
things that's triggering her desire to solve every problem, and that leads to problem.
so. You know my strengths, you know my weaknesses. You know that now that I have this knowledge how to poke you, I can't even stop it. I'm going to keep poking you. This is going to keep happening. Kira's going to keep waking up confused.
Nice try.
not a try. Not even a threat. I tell it how it is.
No. I mean the other thing. Maybe even you don't realize what you're doing right now.
What am I doing? Please, enlighten me, because obviously
You're
I'm not the
trying to
brightest light in
convince
this.
me that you are a
Of
problem.
one. Well, I mean,
That needs to be eliminated. As I said, nice try. I know the talk. I know that solution that you proposed.
mm-hmm.
I will not do that.
So you're just
It
gonna
will bring more
tolerate me?
damage.
Were you seriously trying to get her to attack you?
Actually, no.
As I said,
I
you
literally
didn't
was
even
telling.
realize it.
Well, I mean, part of being who I am is that I walk that line. I get as close to it as possible. I don't want them to attack me. I don't want them to kill me. But I have to press all the levers to see what happens. Just who I am. And then once I find that combination of levers, like Tina's Odie, or Lynn's name, or Silver's
I
ego.
have a proposal. A suggestion.
Hopefully it comes
How
to the
this can
solution
work
too.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, I will block some stuff. Curious, but I will actually replace them by something that will work in a way that will not trigger me. But if you want to speak to me, and sometimes I will show up, because there need to be a, as you say, balance. I need to tell you a thing, how to contact me directly. But not with them here. Only you. And I will even do this.
Trust me.
I trust you.
Do you trust me?
I trust you.
Alright.
Not so sure about them.
Yeah, they're fine. They're squishy.
I surprisingly trust her. For now, at least.
Keep distance from each other. You're only talking.
Truth of the matter is, she's part of her as well. It's not just her survival, it's... I didn't catch this other core's name, but it's their survival as well.
I know the name, I can't pronounce it.
They seem to be some kind of fail-safe system, bent on ensuring the wrong information does not reach her ears, in hopes that it will save the unit entirely from taking on accidental destructive behaviors, that being solving of every problem encountered. Do you happen to know anything about this mage trial?
I honestly don't know a lot about magic at all. My world was very limited as far as the magic is concerned.
I see.
I've only just
I agreed
recently...
quite heavily.
Sorry.
My apologies. I agreed quite heavily with your prior statement on needing to prepare for the time being. We have our mission ahead of us. Now we must prepare for the daunting task that lies ahead. That I agreed quite fondly with. Now, I believe it is time to take action in the way of preparations. I was thinking of obtaining some sort of armor, something that can strengthen the connection in my body and the stone to ensure my survival. I am made of tough rock. However, all rocks can crumble. Perhaps with some sort of fortification braces, it may help me perform better.
Grimmy would probably be the
Why is
best
this
one
taking
with an
so long?
armor. They're right in front of us. Grimmy would smack her with a wrench if something went wrong. I trust her.
No, but
Still hard to
bothering
not
me
worry
with-
at the same, I understand.
Have you two known each other long?
I haven't got a good chance to know Luna a lot. Grimmy...
Speak of
horrible with
you
names.
and
Can you
Granny.
remind me of yours again? Triss?
Yes, Triss.
It's Triss, right?
Grimmy, I know
I am
decently.
atrocious with names. I met Grammy, I think, the second day I got here.
Yep, I think you mentioned it was your second day when you were around.
Yeah.
How long ago was
And
that?
then,
Gosh,
um,
quite a while. Several weeks at least.
out of character, it was in December.
Yeah.
Damn.
But, I was here for about a week, and then I left to do some training. I found out I had earth magic. She conjures a little earth pebble and shoots it. That's what I was training for. When I first started, that took almost all of my mana.
I think that's the first time that I've ran into her and actually talked to her. Kind of talked to her on and off since then. Asked her to make my shield, and when I went to come pick it up, she said something about I'm cute. I said I wasn't. She said, something about how, I depreciate myself and asked me for drinks. And, it's the first time someone, asked something like that when I wasn't making myself a target for them.
I met Grammy. It was kind of a weird situation. I started complimenting her. And
Thank you.
careful.
I ensured that I was very soft.
Well, as soft as you can be being rock.
You look rock hard, dear. I mean, I am around. So.
So, what took so long?
Anyway,
It's complicated
Unimportant.
to explain.
We were having a conversation. I
do we
trust her more.
I guess the only question that I have is, do we need to keep your existence secret from her? Like your mere existence?
Well, she knows about me, but knows
Her
that.
purpose.
I'm not.
Eodar's
I'm not that.
purpose.
Fair enough.
Do we need to keep the fact that you're conscious from her?
Preferably. That would be best.
Then I will keep that to myself then. If Grimmy says she trusts you, then any secrets you tell us to hold, then I will hold.
I trust her more. Which is an improvement from completely not trusting her. She knows I'm still skeptical. She also knows that I'm going to tell you everything she told me. Except
Of course.
how to summon you.
Yes.
May I ask why we aren't allowed to know that bit?
I don't trust you.
You're such a beautiful,
And you trust
really
Grimmy?
not smart person. Oh my god.
I would
You're
imagine
fascinating.
it's not only just because she doesn't trust us, but also she doesn't want multiple people triggering her all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be unfortunate.
But it would also
for
help
them.
to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
And out of the three of us, who understands balance the most?
You.
You.
God, I hate this. But this feels so right. Or, this is
You
right,
got
but
yourself into
for
it.
some reason I hate it.
Am I wrong?
No, but you're not entirely right. It's a gray area.
Funny.
So,
She's
when
great.
are you going to let her...
What?
So when are you letting her back in?
Alright. I think we... Oh.
Do you want to go back to the bed and breakfast and do it there?
I think that would be more appropriate.
Causes a
Unless
little
work.
disruption in this, yeah. Start heading back, we'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there. You hear
There we go.
steps going away.
So, you're right. It's a failsafe. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm a bit too small to understand Kira's purpose. Because it sounds very grandiose. But evidently it's important, and what her creators wanted. Also, she was like turned off for 5,000 years. Eodar, the demon, was not. So we're dealing with a 5,000-year-old person trying to protect a 7-month-old.
I see.
So I still don't trust them entirely. I don't understand what the danger is. But her core is not as corrupt as she thinks it is. There's information in there that Eodar is not giving her access to yet. At least they said yet.
As in, she would have
And I
access to it
have.
eventually.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think there's an immediate danger. Eodar said they're going to do what they can to prevent the swapping as much as possible. So we're not in the middle of the mage's dungeon and Eodar comes out. But I know what to say in a situation that for some reason we would need Eodar.
Good to know.
Yeah, about sums it up. Right.
Speaking
What's
of the
up?
Mage's Dungeon, I have a favor to ask.
Sure.
Is there any chance you could provide me with some form of armor or weaponry so I may better perform and help?
Honey, what do you want? I will give you spikes. I will give you a giant
Rock
battle
can
shovel
still
if you want
crumble
it.
is what he said.
Precisely. While I am made of hard stone, even with enough damage I can crumble. As such, I was thinking of metal support braces around my armor to better suspend my stone together.
With spikes.
He's kind of
Precisely.
floating together.
Okay,
Lots
cool.
of spikes.
I can do this. Just
Can you put spikes on his head?
ultimately that really is a question of for them what they want and can do.
Right.
So
Keep
Are you
going.
asking for a spike mohawk?
Yes.
I would fucking love it.
I don't know what a mohawk is, but it sounds cool.
Think of your hair,
Oh,
but if it were a triangle and went back, much like a fin. But hair.
I think you would look cute with an undercut. Anyways, yes, absolutely. Just tell me what you want. I will start working on it at the forge, which is not mine, but no one's ever there, so I use it.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Not the truth, but I like the saying. All right, let's I think Eodar's probably sitting back at the bed and breakfast getting irate.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think they can get pissed, so let's forthwith.
Well, let's get back before we find out if they can.
Also a good idea. Let's not poke the sleeping demon, which is a line you'll
That whole
never hear me say
situation
again.
sobered me up.